It's a simple law of physics. What goes up must come down. But if you ask students, some ways of learning about such scientific laws are better than others. At Kenwood Trail Middle School, students have been taking matters into their own hands with their teachers' guidance and blessing. And they're having a lot of fun in the process.
Students have built water bottle rockets. We're investigating the ways that scientists solve problems, and we're doing that by asking testable questions, developing hypotheses, identifying variables. The goal of this experiment is for kids to identify variables correctly, independent and dependent variables, and then be able to change their independent variable in their second round of launches so that they can compare their test launches with the control launches that we set off.
Well, we were testing out like independent and dependent variables, and we were like changing them up.
Yeah, and we're also learning about like controlled like experiments and like what you can like change in different things to see if it would like change like the whole experiment sort of. We made it like pointy at the top so then it could like be less like, so that it would like go through the air better and then like fly up.
Our plan was to make it like spin in the air or whatever, so we like bent our fins to make it go like spiral, like a football.
Their experiments don't always go as planned. Students say they can learn as much in what goes wrong as they can in what goes right.
On the first day, we designed a rocket, and then when we launched it, it went onto the roof.
And it never came back.
So then we just took a random bottle, and then we put hot water in it, and then we put it on the thing, and then I didn't put the cap on, so then the bottle fell off, so then all the water escaped it, so then I put it back on, and then we put it up to, what was it, Jonathan?
70 psi.
70 psi, and then it probably went one of the highest and the furthest. If we had to guess, maybe putting in more water would weigh the rocket down, and putting in less water maybe launches it faster, and then the more
psi.
And the more psi, the faster it shoots out.
This type of learning is an example of project-based learning. Project-based learning creates opportunities for groups of students to investigate meaningful questions. It requires them to gather information and to think critically to answer those questions for themselves. Project-based learning can help students develop needed competencies, such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication.
When it's fun, you actually remember it a lot, and you want to do it, so.
I think it's easier to be like a hands-on learner than like an audio learner or visual learner. Like right there, that rocket goes really high, and I'm pretty sure more people are gonna remember things like that than when they looked at a book to see how it went.
Well, I love like learning like hands-on. It's just a lot like better to like learn, I think. And I think it's easier to learn and understand it, and I just like love it.
I remember like the concepts better from actually doing it.
This is highly engaging. Of course, kids are very excited about building their bottle rockets. I can't tell you how happy they've been to work on setting up their rockets and designing new and cool ways of making it work. Mostly I see kids working together, building their rockets. They were encouraged to do research on their own if they wanted to, they did. I see them launching their rockets, and then they notice if there's something that happened, like, oh, if only we had done this, it would have flown higher or flown longer. And so it's kind of nice to hear their conversations about how their rockets are working.
From Lakeville, I'm Amy Olson with Lakeville Education TV.